The officers did not discover the grisly scene early is not detailed in the reports, but a lawsuit by Romero's family says the cell bars were covered with a white sheet, suggesting the guards failed to make a thorough check of the cell.
Yeah, I would think that would be against the rules, right?
So he just put up a sheet.
Yeah.
Like, don't look back here.
Yeah.
I'm busy dissecting a human being.
Don't worry. Everything's good back here, officer.
It's for science and Satan. The Department of Corrections disputed the findings of the reports, saying in a statement that it conducted a thorough and complete investigation from the very beginning. So they're saying, we didn't do that.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, guys, we dropped the ball.
Yeah. But the attorney for the Romero's family, Justin Sterling, said that the reports outlined the department's veil of secrecy that obscures officer misconduct. The idea that my client had to sue in order to get basic questions answered about her son's death is disheartening. The guards were meant to check the cell every so often, much like Epstein.
Sure.
And the crime would have taken hours to commit. If the guards had been doing their required checks, Romero would be alive today, or at least not just cut up into a bunch of little pieces.
Right. He may have just lost an arm. Yeah.
He had spent 27 years in prison, but was put in the cell with Osuna after arriving from Mule Creek State Prison, according to the lawsuit. He was convicted of second-degree murder after fatally shooting a woman in Compton when he was a teenager and associating with gang members. He was nearing parole eligibility. His new cellmate, Osuna, was serving a life sentence for the killing and torture of Yvette Pina, 37, at a Bakersfield motel in 2011. With face tattoos and flair for Charles Manson-like satanic antics, he became a dark figure during the 2017 trial, mocking the victim's family and bragging to a television news reporter of his love of torturing people. Sometime in the early hours of March 9th, 2019, he methodically tortured and killed Romero, authorities said, using a razor-style blade attached to a handle. He disfigured him, cutting out one of his eyes, chopping off one of his fingers, and removing part of his ribs and slicing out part of his lung. He ultimately cut his head off and also posed the body, slicing his face open on either side of his mouth to resemble an extended smile, according to the autopsy.
Okay.
Like the Joker.
Okay. That's unnecessary.
He was found wearing a necklace made from his body parts.
All right. This is a guy right here that we just need to go ahead. Well, I don't think they have the death penalty. I'm not pro-death penalty.
I was about to say, John, just so everybody knows, John is against the death penalty.
I am. But this guy right here, we could do it.
Right.
All right, let's just go ahead, man. Like, like you've crossed the line here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, you can't be wearing people's body parts around as a necklace.
We need to just send him on to Satan.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, if that's where you want to be.
And go meet him.
Yeah.
Anyway, it just goes on and on. I think I've read the...
Go back to his picture.
Yes. This is the picture that you're going to have nightmares about.
Look at that guy.
Yes.
Look at that guy. Once you get the pentagram right on your forehead,
Yeah.
like you're just like, I'm all in for Satan, I guess.
Right.
I'm not a big pentagram guy. I don't have a lot of pentagrams in my life.
I've had zero, actually.
I got a few Motley Crue albums laying around.
Okay, well, yeah, that's a good point.
But once you start tattooing it on your forehead,
right?
That's wild.
And you're telling the news cameras about how much you love to torture people. Yeah. I love it.
Do you know, like when you roll up and that's your cellmate, you're like, oh man. Like this dude right here, come on. Do I got to go in there?
I've made some poor life choices.
No, I know. And the other guy doesn't sound like an angel either. He did kill somebody.
Yes.
When he was a teenager.
But it was second degree.
Well, I mean.
Which is horrible. Yeah. But he didn't torture somebody to death.
Right. He didn't torture anybody to death. He didn't deserve to die like that.
Yeah.
I'm just appalled at this guy. Really, if he looked better, I probably would have a different opinion. I'll be honest with you.
If he looked like Richard Ramirez.
Sometimes you can judge a book by the cover. I'll just say that much. We're not supposed to do that. We're all taught that growing up. Don't judge a book by a cover. But sometimes the cover's spot on. And this is one of the times where it is. This dude is spot on.
The fact that the guards didn't notice.
Yeah.
That he did all this to a human body.
Yeah.
In his cell with a sheet up against the bars.
That's the wild thing. You hang a sheet up. That should be a tip off to everybody. Something's going on.
I like to think there was a light, like a candle or something burning, and it was like the world's most grotesque puppet show, like shadow puppet show ever.
That's wild. And the people next door probably heard what was going on too.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Golly,
I'd have been trying to get.
I would never sleep again.
No, if like the next guy who gets to go in the cell with this dude, oh man, I feel bad for him. I feel real bad for him.
Unless it's Ghislaine Maxwell, put her in there.
Yeah, why couldn't this have been Epstein's cellmate?
Yeah. After we get testimony, by the way, wait till after the trial, then we put her in there.
Let's talk about another mass murderer, Kim Jong-un. Okay.
Okay. Yes.
North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has reportedly banned skinny jeans and mullets as part of a regime's crackdown on capitalistic culture among youth. So, no mullets.
Skinny jeans and mullet.
Yes.
That's what he thinks is capitalism.
That's all capitalism is.
Capitalism.
It comes after North Korean state-run newspaper Rodong Sinum published a warning earlier this month warning capitalism needed to be prevented from seeping into the country. An invasion of capitalistic culture could cause the country to fall like a damp wall, quote unquote, like a damp wall. According to the Rodong Sinum article, Rondong that's a great name. If I was named Ron, that's what I'd demand everybody call me. Rondong Sinum, according to the Rondong Sinum article and reported by the Yonhap news agency, youth especially needed to guard against the exotic and decadent lifestyle of capitalism, the newspaper said. We must be wary of even the slightest sign of a capitalistic lifestyle and fight to get rid of them, it said. The North Korean government has reportedly banned all but 15 non-socialist haircuts.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to see a picture of these 15 acceptable ones. I feel like I fall within the bounds here.
We know what one of them is that
is this like
grown man mushroom cut like Kim Jong-un hung himself?
Yeah, right. I was going to say, Kim Jong-un's got like a exaggerated flat top.
Right.
Anyway, so there's 15 non-socialist haircuts you can have and ordered its citizens to consult a list of proper hairstyles. Mullets, spiky, and dyed hair are not permitted, according to documents.
Of course not. That's capitalism.
Sure. I don't like dyed hair either. I just say everybody just needs to be happy with the hair color we got.
Right.
I don't want dyed hair. I don't know. All right, I might get canceled for this, but it bothers me to see a woman that has like bleach blonde hair and then her eyebrows are real dark, like black or something. I'm like, look, you ain't fooling nobody. Like, I know you're not a blonde. I don't know why. It just bothers me. But one time in high school, I did bleach, because my mom will tell everybody this anyways. I did bleach the front of my hair one time.
Just the front?
Yeah. I actually grew what I called a rat's nose. It was like a fake rat. I was in like a skateboard and bicycle phase of my life. And so instead of a rat tail, I had this like real long strip that came down probably below my chin.
Wow.
And I dyed it bleach blonde, and I would like comb it back in my hair, and I thought I was cool. But looking back, I was really just an idiot. So I would have gotten killed in North Korea for that.
Yes.
So skinny jeans, nose and lip piercings, as well as branded T-shirts are also forbidden, the UK Metro reports.
They got to have plain white tees.
Plain white T-shirts, regular blue jeans, not skinny jeans, which are fine with me. I don't wear skinny jeans anyways.
Can I wear Jinko jeans? Just to show everybody how much I hate capitalism.
I'm anti-capitalist.
How down I am with socialism. I got these Jinko jeans.
Jinko's the jeans for comrades. Well, I mean, the mullet is making a comeback here.
Shout out to Preston.
Yeah, shout out to Preston. Saw it this morning when Nick made me hunt for you at church. Yeah, the mullet is making a huge comeback. And now that I'm driving a pickup, I may have to grow one. Yeah, yes. I feel like I just have the urge to grow one. So maybe that's what I need to do. But you know what hadn't been banned in North Korea?
What's that?
Cajun Curl. The world famous Cajun Curl Bayou blended spice. It's famous in North Korea. I've heard Kim Jong-un eats it on all of his meals.
Yeah. It's the people's spice.
It's the people's spice. If you want to fight the bourgeoisie, you get you a can of Cajun Curl. Well, we want to thank Cajun Curl for their support. Check them out at CajunCurl.com. You can order the spice right there on their website. It was created on the Elm Bayou in Evangeline Parish, Louisiana, and it's a seasoning that goes on everything. If you like cooking or eating, this is a spice for you. Cajun Curl Bayou blended spice goes well with chicken, beef, pork, potatoes, Satan dismemberment pieces. I bet you he got a little bite of something in there. Don't you think? If you're going to wear a necklace, you probably took a little nibble.
Does Satan even honor your sacrifice if you don't take a bite of somebody?
And you don't sprinkle a little Cajun Curl on it? As far as I know, Cajun Curl is in no way affiliated with Satanism. Yeah. This is just a little goofing on our part. Yes. Yeah, Brandon's a good Catholic boy. You know, we're going to get him excommunicated. Cajun Curl loves Jesus Christ, yes. Okay? Yes. All
chicken, right. Fish, and beef.
Yeah. Chicken, fish, and beef.
And anything else that's not human.
There's a transubstantiation joke in here somewhere, but I'm not going to make it. On the website, CajunCurl.com, you can order the original Bayou blended spice, and you can also find recipes that are absolutely mind-blowing. You can locate your nearest retailer or order your own.
Your nearest retailer.
Retailer. I'm a truck guy. I'm getting countryer as it goes. If your local grocer doesn't carry world famous Cajun Curl spice, demand that they start stocking it now. My dad's retiring, so y'all can harass everybody at the grocery store and pay it. Here locally, it's available at Vowels Fresh Market on Skyland Boulevard, South's Finest Meats, Mark's Mart in downtown Northport, and the Piggly Wiggly on Lurleen Wallace Boulevard in Northport. All of their products are made in the USA, so not only do you enjoy the taste of Cajun Curl, but you also feel patriotic while you enjoy your meal. It's all natural, low salt, it has a little kick, but it doesn't burn your lips. World famous Cajun Curl Bayou blended spice. Taste the spice, but not the heat. Check them out at CajunCurl.com and use the promo code EOP10 to get a 10% discount.
Because we ask that you use a spice, but we don't ask you to pay full price.
That's right.
Do you want to do questions or do you want to do voicemails first?
Let's go voicemails.
This first one, Google Translate didn't even attempt to make a translation.
Great.
So,
hey guys, it's Marquette again. Thank y'all for putting me on the podcast. I mean, I don't know if you have a choice or not, but I appreciate the comments back. I don't know if I like you call me a communist friend, but, you know, I guess I'm not necessarily against it. I don't know. Communism it's communist, you know. Well, I'm glad that you like the idea about the dessert waffle fries. And I definitely feel like they weren't dessert. They came with a big burger. It was like the most delicious thing. I swear, if you go to Lane It, you gotta go to the Vortex. It's fantastic. It'll change your mind about a lot of things, except comfortable seating, because it's terrible. But I definitely wanted to comment on a couple of things from y'all's podcast, this one. And what I just wanted to say, I think I'm okay now. I'm sorry, I went through a bad zone or something. I don't know, my phone's freaking out. Okay. Well, I definitely wanted to say that I'm not really for the yoga in schools, but not for the reason that you might think. It's kind of just weird and creepy that they would put yoga in schools. I mean, like, little kids shouldn't be wearing tight yoga pants because they're little kids, you know. You don't want to attract the wrong attention. And I just think of, like, I mean, I'd like to trust in all male teachers, but you never really know. And if little kids are stretching, I mean, that could be a safety concern.
Hey, look, female teachers, too. I see more stories about female teachers than male teachers getting in trouble here. Okay?
Yeah, but the media loves those stories.
Sure, right.
Yeah.
But I don't think you got to wear tight clothes to do yoga, right?
I have seen no syllabus. I have seen no teaching guides. I know nothing about. Right. But she does make a good point. Like, if this little kids, well, I don't know. Maybe she makes a good point.
Does she, though?
I think she does.
Okay, all right. Go ahead.
And that's not even talking about religion, which is like maybe a whole different thing. But, you know, I'm caring more about their safety than I am their religious beliefs, which are pretty non-existent at that age anyway.